little bit of action from that round. Suddenly coming in, that was a Barrera for the Johnny Tapia right at the end. Looking to round 7, Barrera again, that is a superiority.
The five-time world champion, Johnny Tapia. Ciudad de Mexico, presenting the people's champion, the baby-faced assassin, Antonio
Brings the two of them together. They can hardly look at each other outside the ring. These two are very, very good friends indeed. Titles Richie Woodall, and I think these two men have proved just that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Barrera, everyone recognises Barrera as the best featherweight in the world without a shadow of a doubt. And this will be obviously the pinnacle of his career. This is going to be a terrific contest.
Well, it was a little bit of an advantage in terms of height and where even he was born. His mother then lost her life in 1989 as a 15 in very difficult circumstances as well, and he's battled away with cocaine addiction. And not that long ago, somebody took a pop at him with a gun from a passing car. So Johnny Tapia has not had his career at 35 years old, determined to prove that having been the best super flyweight in the world and move up, overcome, well, this great Mexican, following in the footsteps of the wonderful Julio Cesar Chavez visions, he can become the best man at
dictating that jab, and he needs to keep the fight. He needs to keep a little bit of distance between himself and Tapia and just dictate with that. Tapia's got to do, he's got to be in quick with the feet, throw the punches in clusters against Barrera. Don't let Barrera...
6 and 97 when he lost twice to Junior Jones, but he's got better with every single contest. And he, of course, for British viewers, is the man who really dismayed about that. But certainly I think Barrera may well be in his sights, but that would be a tough one even for Prince Nassim at his very best. Good opening, much a case of the people's champion in Barrera against the people's favourite in Johnny Tapia. Huge sympathy, has been a fabulous boxer down the years. And Tapia very, very popular. It's very sympathy for Tapia, given all the terrific obstacles in his career.
He's got to move the head a little bit more also. That's a little bit better from him.
Slick refereeing there from Jay Nady, and that was a wicked looking right hand slung by Tapia. Barrera using the faster hand speed and greater reach to advantage at the end of this round, Rich.
Oh, excellent stuff. And Barrera just taking a little step back and allowing
Barrera being nice and purposeful. Good footwork by him.
Those shots
got out of the way of it in front of him. Not a mark on his face. Little bit of action from that round. What a terrific left uppercut that was from Barrera.
Again, matches him on the inside for shots. Look at and Tapia at 35, you have to say.
A controversial decision. Everybody thought that Barrera won the first meeting and wanted a rematch with one or two people felt that Medina desperately unlucky to lose his IBF featherweight title, which is not on the line tonight because IBF weren't too happy about Tapia coming here to fight Barrera. Oh my goodness, that was a bit low, and Tapia is furious. Tapia is very furious.
All performance starts to go out the window, and Tapia and Barrera both, and Tapia, he hasn't gone storming forward for him.
Well, no indication from ref Chuck Yampa, Bill Graham and Dave Moretti that he was going to
team fight to Barrera. Tapia, he must get close and he must start working. That's a good double jab from Tapia, and that's a good right hand, but what he's got to start doing after that jab, start switching downstairs, and that big left hook, one of his favourite shots is that left hook to the body, Tapia, and that's what he's got to start.
We're going to have another look at that low blow. Well, it wasn't that bad actually. It was maybe just marginal, and perhaps Tapia made a bit of a meal of it, and he certainly went after Barrera with the left hand of his own. There's another angle. It was well, certainly below, but it certainly wasn't right on the cup protector, and I don't think to get his autograph. Terrifically popular fighter, Johnny Tapia. And Morales is still in there. Nazim Hamed, Derek Gaynor, who's the WBA champ.
Again, Barrera commanding with that jab. Tapia's got to start throwing probably right hands over that punch. Try and come back with a right hand counter over Barrera's jab, but just getting picked off. A little bit better from Tapia now, starting to get closer. That's a little bit better from him.
Sometime next year, certainly a lot of people will pay a lot of money for that. Good hand, he really let that one go, and Tapia had to take it. And
oh, terrific punches from Barrera. Look at that jab, excellent shot. And what we're beginning to see here now is Tapia getting a little bit frustrated and starting to come forward a lot more now. And he's open when he does come forward. His hands aren't particularly high, so look at that, look how low he's.
Barrera, I'm not sure that's the wisest thing in the world to do against someone like Barrera, who's stopped 39 of his opponents in 55 victories from 58 professional contests. Oh, Tapia just comes in with her.
Short, and then Barrera's coming back and countering and punishing.
Quite around this one, both taking a bit of a breather. Antonio Barrera, and again, nice variation from him. He's concentrating on the left, more to the body. Oh, that was not a bad shot at all, and Tapia said, didn't get me, but I think he might have.
From Barrera, they're very accurate punches, and certainly there's more power behind Barrera's shots, but Tapia really is.
Tapia seems to be chomping away as if he's chewing a bit of gum. Tattooed all over his body and right in the front.
Foot, he fell well short, and Barrera just came back with that single jab, accurate punch. This is good from Barrera. He's settled down now into his rhythm. The pace of the fight is suiting Barrera, and the distance of the fight is for suiting Barrera. Excellent stuff from Barrera.
Well, Tapia's bobbing and weaving, but he's getting
at long range, just getting caught with that jab too often. He knows he's got to get close to Barrera, but as he does so, he gets caught on his way in. He really has got so many problems fighting Barrera tonight.
A good uppercut went in there though by Tapia. He's got to get inside him, and he's doing just that. Barrera responds with a terrific left into the body underneath the right elbow, and that's the better work from him. And this is where he has to try to do his best work. He's got to swarm all over Barrera, and Barrera's got to get himself out of there. Once again, the right uppercut from Tapia went in, and Barrera really felt that. This is certainly Richie Tapia, and this hard man from Albuquerque in New Mexico comes steaming back at the man from Ciudad in Mexico. This is better stuff from Tapia. Now this is the sort of contest that he wants.
And this is where he needs to fight this fight. Get Barrera back on those ropes. Barrera here is very limited, and he's willing to trade on the inside, but Tapia is definitely getting to get back to that centre of that ring. It's Barrera's fight, but Tapia, this is much better from him, getting Barrera on the ropes and working away. Excellent stuff.
Good defence. Well, that was a slip. I think that was a slip. Tapia back up instantly. One of the best referees in the business. Oh, what a great right hand. Little flurry didn't affect me at all. Tapia covering up nicely, won this one. There was a couple that might have been close, but Barrera has been in charge from that,
especially that right uppercut on the ropes. But when the fight is fought here in the middle of the ring, it's Barrera's fight. But this is a little bit better from Tapia. He knows he must force the pace, must force the fight, get Barrera on those ropes and work to the body.
Oh, good shot from Barrera. There was a right hand went right through, and again he's just that little bit quicker to the punch, and there's a bit of blood coming now from the nose of Johnny Tapia. Barrera's hand speed conclusive at the end of that round, and Tapia is starting to mark up a little bit. Johnny Tapia says he feels good. Good work by him. He really crowded Barrera, and Barrera just standing there and taking it, but that was a solid uppercut. And anybody lesser than Barrera might well have folded under that, and that was the slip. Ringside who will decide. Extraordinary that
jab. His jab tonight, Barrera, has been excellent. The timing, oh look at it, tremendous quality, accurate punching from Barrera with that jab.
More blood now coming from the nose of Johnny Tapia, and he's starting to roughen up and redden up a little bit around the eyes. Barrera inside him, and trying that uppercut, which was pretty successful in the last round.
Stiff enough, Jim. He's getting caught with the jab and just standing in front of Barrera. If he does stand, he must start moving that head, and that's a nice right hand over the top from
Contest is going to go.
Tapia must up the work rate again. Get inside, that's better from Tapia.
Oh, great right hand from Tapia, and the man from Albuquerque, Johnny Tapia. Half a minute to go. Stepped away and took the pressure off a little bit, and he's got to crowd Barrera. That's better from Tapia. Fast hands from...
Yeah, much better from Tapia. Look at Barrera, look at his guard as well, Jim. Excellent guard Barrera's got. Not many punches do get through to Barrera's chin because his guard is nice and high.
Barrera boxing at a distance, and then Tapia suddenly coming in. That was a good right hand round the corner, and Barrera shortened the right and caught Tapia. Tapia coming out with a real sense of urgency, and at this stage, Richie, he's probably going to have to win
all the fight, but obviously it's Barrera's fight, and Tapia will know that, and his corner will know that. His corner will be telling him, get this guy back on the ropes and work to the body. Switch the attacks from head to body, and especially with that left hook, Tapia's favour in many of those shots tonight.
It was Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year for 1999, and the following year, the first meeting between Barrera and Eric Morales was named as Ring Magazine's. This is every bit as good as any world title fight that you're going to see. Barrera just missing ever so.
Nowhere near enough. He's got to throw twos and threes. Barrera, he's been very accurate with the single shot tonight, especially with that jab. But Tapia must. That was a good
shot by Tapia. That was a very good right hand by Tapia around the corner, and again Barrera responds, but he took a couple of his footwork and general anticipation. But 2 seconds to go to the end of this 8th round, and Tapia certainly pressing. Someone here at ringside is winning this contest, but it's still there for Tapia if he and having one of his better rounds. Barrera certainly by our judge can find something special, and he's certainly trying to find something special. And Tapia, as ever, seen him go through so many contests undefeated. Little touch of gloves, and that's it's been done in very good spirit. But it certainly hasn't been anything approaching exhibition boxing, Richie. There's serious in
contest, and for most rounds Barrera has been picking him off left, right and centre, but what a great character he is.
Interesting, the victor of that particular contest, and Tapia read too much into that, although
Tapia at 35, you have to say he really is a fantastic boxer over the years. The best featherweight in the world in Marco Antonio Barrera. So Tapia has
a right hand, and Barrera has slowed down perhaps just a little bit. He's a little bit more going to throw that, and then decided to hold back because he reckoned that Barrera might just have anticipated it. Oh, wonderful hand speed from Barrera, very much reminiscent of Oscar De La Hoya, whom we saw not all that long ago.
From Barrera there, put 3 and 4 punches together, and then straight away just got behind the jab, didn't get involved, didn't get mixed up, and then
left and then right. A little 2-punch combination. Oh, great from Barrera. Catches Tapia, a little left as Tapia came in, and Tapia just threatens to lose his cook. Brief stoppage while Jane Adey insisted that a lot of the water, a little bit too much in terms of skill and accuracy and speed, and the right hand there was the first scoring punch of this round without a doubt.
Left hook 1-2, and then a left hook combination as he's moving backwards. Much better quality punching from Barrera.
Well, old Grant. Good work by Barrera. Yeah,
you could hit him with a sledgehammer. This guy just will not give way. That's better jab, but that was an indication. That was much better from him, how he slipped that jab.
Tapia grins after he's caught it. Possibly number 6, certainly number 5. In between them, as we may have said, Morales. Oh, a wonderful grin in his face. Got himself caught, and he comes bouncing back on his Nassim Hamed, Derek Gaynor. Good little flurry by Tapia, and he's smiling all the time. Dear me, you'd really want to take him home to your mummy. He really is a
there from Tapia throwing threes in there, just sneaking away with that jab there, punch, and it's been very accurate.
In Las Vegas, a great evening's boxing. Oh, look at Barrera's hand speed, and a way out of trouble. Tapia can't quite get to him. Barrera nearly slipped again. What a great finish to that round. And Tapia holds out the hand of friendship. He's thoroughly enjoying himself. Well, I think that's absolutely right from Freddie Roach. He does need both rounds, and there'll be no championship belt.
Certainly boxed superbly tonight, but Tapia, you have to take your hat off to him. Extremely tough.
Tapia, the showman supreme, against Barrera, the supreme professional.
Again, excellent work from Barrera. Look how he commands that jab. Superb, excellent, accurate punches.
Good right, fair bit of danger there in that right hand of his. Ring announcer Michael Buffett just behind, having a good look from.
See, Tapia himself is an intelligent fighter. He's the problem that he's facing, and he knows that.
Yeah, another right hand from Tapia was right on the mark, but he's maybe landing with the stars, and that's what's winning this contest for him
tonight. Naturally the smaller man, and his feet have been a little bit too slow, and he's falling short with too many shots. And
Marco Antonio's older brother Jorge, away back in March '97, stopped him in 3 rounds in title. So family honour at stake for Marco Antonio Barrera, and he's certainly, well, slicing right hand went in there. Great right by Tapia right at the end of the round. That defeat of his brother Jorge. Lovely. Well, I've seen them touching gloves before, Richie, at this level. I've never seen them hugging before, and that really says one word. I know it's a bit of a, but coming back, him against Johnny Tapia.
Well, that would be a great contest. I think if Naz is ever going to fight Barrera again soon.
An accidental head went in. Tapia doesn't seem to be cut, but he certainly, we might get a look at that again. Barrera starting to up the pace just to emphasise his superiority. Tapia really trying to squint, and Barrera now for the first time opening up and really going to town. So the hug at the start of the round meant absolutely nothing, because this is professional boxing at its very highest. Great refereeing all the way through from Jay Nady, but he hasn't had to do very much, because these two fellas have really performed this. We have a feeling at ringside, but I don't think he's got the firepower, and I don't think Barrera knows it together.
Great stuff, but Tapia is always there. He's always in Barrera's face, forcing the fight. But again, the accuracy, the better quality punching has definitely come from Barrera in this round.
Tapia look is going to stand still enough to be caught.
Barrera there, just up in the face, going to the gears. Excellent putting 5 and 6 punch coming.
Lovely short left from Barrera. Again, that big support is to say for both fighters. Tapia urging his supporters to give him a little bit more, and I'm sure they will do that in the last 30 seconds, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Barrera has looked pretty comfortable all the way through. Tapia certainly has had his moments, and he's got a moment here. He comes storming forward yet again. Face very badly swollen and grazed underneath both eyes and on the nose, but Barrera looks as if he's going to win this one. Good finish by Barrera. What a sweet left hand. Tapia says come on, and Barrera says, well, here I am in front of you, and what a finish this is. Tapia throwing everything into this last few seconds. It's not going to be enough. There goes the bell.